It's Danny here, Danny Rosamlad James, and I'm a mind and body coach, an inspirational speaker, and an international bestseller. This topic is all about how not to limit yourself, and I think it's very important for all of us to learn not to fall into the trap of listening to all of our limitations. So the first step would be recognize the power of your mind. Now, this is where so much stems from. It stems within our minds. So this is where the limitations start, is in the mind. It can start through fear, self-doubt, or negative beliefs. This usually comes from experiences, upbringings, and things like that. It's really important to acknowledge that your potential is far greater than you realize. And believe me, it truly is. You just got to believe in yourself and keep pushing forward. Now, the first step after that would be identifying those limiting beliefs. The common thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, that's what holds us back. Now, we need to reflect where these beliefs come from. And that could be, like I said, the past experiences, societal pressures, self-criticism, etc. And it's really good for us to pinpoint where these come from. And you can do that with writing in a journal, journaling about it, meditating. There are several other different ways. Those are just the ones that I recommend because I do them. But you have to figure out what works best for you because everyone's minds work differently. Then once we have that all figured out, it goes to shifting the mindset. This is when you reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, I can't, you turn this into, how can I? Or what can I do? Or what can I learn to make this happen? Whatever your goal is or what you're going towards. And you really want to focus on your growth. This is so important because you'll see these challenges as opportunities to learn and expand instead of something in your way. And one of my mentors has said that we are infinite beings and we need to start realizing that. So when we get these obstacles or challenges in life, it's actually the universe or whatever you believe in. It's actually that telling us that, hey, we know you're ready to heal from this, or we know that you're ready to move forward from this to take that next step. And so I think that's great. Next from that, we need to set those over-the-top goals. The ones that scare you, might make you feel like vomiting because it's so over-the-top intense. So dream bigger than you think is possible. These goals should stretch you, not confine you. You should feel like you have unlimited space around you with whatever the goals may be. And when it comes to this, it's really important to break down these goals into smaller goals. So make it like your steps going upwards. And every time that you achieve a goal, make sure to be happy for it, celebrate it, and see it as your win, because that is what it is. And then we go down to take action despite fear. Fear. That's one that gets in the way many times in many people's lives. That's why many of us stay in the comfort zone, because we're afraid of the unknown. But fear is normal, so it's okay. It doesn't have to dictate your choices, though. And that's when you can decide to have that courage to grow and go forward to the unknown and make that step to become a better version of yourself. And the next one is a doozy for many people, and I can understand why. It's really important for us to surround ourselves with supportive people. And I know this can be a hard one if it's family or close friends that are maybe more on the negative side, or they see your dreams are silly or something like that. These kinds of people, no matter the blood relationship or any of that, it's good to distance yourself from that negativity, because you don't want to reinforce those limitations that you're working on getting rid of. And this could be as easy as maybe having less time in person or something, whatever works best for you. I know you can figure this out. Now this next one, I kind of already touched on a little bit, but it's celebrate growth. So this comes to like those stepping points that were all goals. It's great to highlight them in your life and celebrate them. They matter. Acknowledge small wins along the way. They always matter. Recognizing this progress fuels your motivation and is a great way to help you keep pushing forward. And it's so good to know that understanding failure is not the opposite of success. It's actually a step towards it. So when you fail, it doesn't mean that you're completely done. It actually means you found 1,000 ways not to do it or whatever it is, but you're very close to already getting there. There are so many people out there that have accomplished business or creations or whatever it is, and they've failed more times than have succeeded, but they never gave up. And I want to leave this with a quote. This is a quote from Andrew Murphy. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. Ooh, that's a doozy. Now, I want to encourage you guys that you should take one step today towards something that you've been holding back from, and that these limits exist only when we accept them. So the reason that you maybe feel like you can't do this is because you're accepting that. And now you just have to relearn a different way on how you want to look at it now. And that could be from journaling, meditation. This could be from doing yoga. This could be just from self-love, self-care, whatever works for you. It's good to find out what that is and then just keep pushing forward to that best version of yourself. I know you got this. Thank you.